We need you to please kneel before one of us on our finisher. Power vested within me, I hereby crown thee King, Sweet, the 30th.
Natalie Sather here at Eldora Speedway with tonight's 2013 Kings Royal. And Brad, this is my first Kings Royal, and to see you win is absolutely awesome, and you did it in extraordinary fashion. Last night you had an incredible race, probably the best race I've seen all year, and ended up second, and you clearly learned a lot, and you took that tonight, and you won, and that I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, Brad.
Yeah, thanks. It's unbelievable to win the Kings Royal. I just can't believe it. Yeah, I'm still it's still sinking in. We've been fast here, and I knew we could do it. It was just a matter of we were creeping up on it. You know, we almost won the Outlaw race earlier in the season. We finished second last night, you know, close, and you know, I was kind of like, you know, you don't really see a guy win the night before the Kings Royal and the Kings Royal, so I was like, okay with it as long as we won tonight, and we did it. And I can't believe it. I can't thank my guys enough. Kasey Kahne, you know, racing. Kasey Kahne himself for just giving me this opportunity. Ollie's Bargain Outlet. My guys, Dave, Eric, Rob, you know, Willie for helping us out. Everybody, Speedway Engines, Factory Cane Shocks. Everybody pitched in, and it all came together, and we were able to get the win.
Last night you had a little bit of trouble actually with Sammy, and tonight that was the car. I was watching you. Were you thinking like, oh, here it comes again? I'm going to try to lap Sammy because he's kind of hard to get around here.
Yeah, it was deja vu. I was, you know, you know, as the leader, your job is to pass him, and you know, I didn't do a good enough job, I guess. But he doesn't make it easy on you at all, and you know, that's Sammy, and I know that, and I respect him to death, and I've watched him growing up. You know, he was my favorite race car driver for a long time, and you know, so I know how he races. He never gives up, and he wanted to stay on the lead lap, but you know, just made my job a lot harder, and allowed some of the guys behind me to close in, which you know, I learned a lot, and I need to get better at getting through lap traffic, you know, especially to keep winning these races.
Well, you definitely worked hard, Brad, and congratulations on tonight's 2013 Kings Royal Speedway winner. Congrats, King Sweet. Do I need to bow?
Thanks.
Thanks. You had two restarts, and you chose the top on the first one, and you chose the bottom on the second. You had Donnie next to you both times, and he dominates these half-mile racetracks. What's it like being a part-time driver and having to compete against a guy who's won this so many times?
Yeah, you know, I know Donnie's going to be good. And the first one I chose the top, and he's such a clean racer that he had me beat into one. If he just would have went to the top, he probably would have made, you know, it would have made it a lot closer race. But, you know, he didn't, and I was able to get around him. But I learned something. I thought that he beat me, you know, pretty fair and square into one, and I knew if my engine wasn't taking off great, so I knew I needed to restart on the bottom just to give myself a little more of an opportunity to control my own destiny there, and it worked out. I was good. I had him beat that second time. You know, it was going to be close, but I beat him into one, and then there was a wreck, so we went back to single file. But you know, that's part of winning these races. You got to get through some adversity, and we were able to do it.
You had some luck on your side tonight. Well, congratulations to Brad Sweet, the 2013 Kings Royal winner. I'm here at Eldora Speedway with tonight's second place finisher and a very impressive second place, Tim Kading. I was watching you were working the top and just kind of staying with there and hanging with everybody, and when you could make your move, you made your move, and you passed Donnie coming out of 4 right at the end.
Yeah, you know, we had a great race car all night. We just wanted to see how things fell in place, you know. Brad was fast out in open traffic. He kind of got slowed up there in lap traffic, and gave me and Donnie a chance to run at him. And you know, I think I peeled off and got by Donnie a little too early and should have waited. But you know, this entire Roth Motorsports teams, we've had a rough couple nights here, but you know, we come back and run second at Kings Royal is awesome. It's Cali 1-2.
Awesome. You could tell that you were at the end. You were kind of gaining. Your car was getting a little bit better, and you said, you know, a couple weeks ago that you guys really needed to work on your, you know, your half-mile program. But you know, Eldora kind of, you know, with the cushion and everything, does it run like a short track?
Yeah, you know, it's you get up on the fence, and it's the closest place around where when you hit the fence, it doesn't hurt as bad. So you know, it definitely runs like a short track, but it's definitely a half mile. The speed gets you. You got to turn right when you go in the corner instead of turning left. So, you know, detriment to my whole team, Roth Enterprise, everybody, Dennis Teresa Roth. They give me a great race car every night, and we tore up a couple of them here last week, so hopefully we can get up to Lernerville and Williams Grove this week and come play with you guys some more.
Well, you always give the Outlaws a run for their money every time you run against these guys. And another impressive finish by Tim Kaeding tonight in the 83 Roth Motorsports. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
I'm here with tonight's third-place finisher, Donny Schatz. Well, it was definitely an interesting race. You had a couple restarts on the front row to get by Brad, but just didn't quite make it work.
Nah, he was awful quick around the top, and you know, didn't use up enough racetrack to get by him. So it's just, you know, he was better than we were. It's almost more fun sometimes when the better car wins, because we have that a lot of nights. So it just wasn't tonight.
You had a good battle with Tim at the end, and he just got you. You know, you tried the top, you tried the bottom, and tried to make everything work. How was your car set up tonight?
You know, it got real free. You know, we got awful tight last night, and we just thought if we kind of got similar in the same way, we'd be you know, good that extra 10 laps, but we were actually free before we got to that point. You know, in the fuel stop we did make some changes, we just didn't make enough. You know, we weren't really prepared to have a fuel stop, so we weren't ready with shock changes and none of that, but that's the way it goes. You know, we just stayed too free, thinking that it was going to be, you know, fast and our car was going to be tight, but it wasn't. It got awful free, and you know, we lost a spot there to Tim. Just trying, you know, I was kind of hoping maybe Brad would make a mistake in the lap cars and I'd be in enough for groove and get a shot at the win. So, you know, second, third, hell, it don't matter. The only thing we came for was a win. So we didn't win, so just as well be 20th.
You know, your half-mile program's really good, but Eldora is kind of a different, you know, half-mile track with the cushion and everything. How do you adjust going from this half-mile to other half-miles?
This place is really proprietary. I mean, the motors run different, the cars are set up different, the bank's different. You know, it gets slick, and the conditions. You know, it's just a lot different than Williams Grove or Knoxville or any of that. So we don't really change anything. We just try to, you know, it really seems to be hard on the motors at this place, so we try to work hard on making all the horsepower we can and making sure we're spot on with the fuel and all the stuff. So that's these guys. These STP guys work hard on that, and every time we come here we get better. So can't wait till we come back.
Well, congratulations tonight, Donnie. Third place at the Kings Royal. Thank you.